Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes, such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing.
Because again, we're not going to stop, and everything that they've done to try to silence me is only going to make my voice even louder on this platform and other platforms related to the Sebastian Rogers case. What they did was totally stupid. It put them in liability, but more importantly, you know, I'm pretty sure this is going to get around to Nina, you know, and quite frankly, I think it might just be a little too dangerous for, you know, poor little Faith to be around, you know, the Bowersox home or the Proudfoot's home, you know. I mean, it seems like it's a dangerous situation out there, right? People agree. I mean, we got a dangerous situation here, you know. Their lives are in danger here, you know, at both the places that poor little Faith would be staying. You know, it just seems really, really bad. It just seems like a bad optic, you know, whenever you're trying to get custody or visitation with your child. It just seems like it's bad optics, right? So I don't know if she's learning about this or if she will be learning about this, but it just sounds like it's awfully too dangerous for Faith. You know, I definitely would be very, very concerned about that for sure. You know, with all the craziness and the crazy YouTubers threatening their life and stuff, it just seems a little too dangerous for a little girl. That's all I'm saying, you know. Obviously, the household was a little too dangerous for a boy, a 15-year-old boy, long before we even got here. So, you know, now that things are heating up and there's these deranged YouTubers running loose in the community, you know, I would be, if I was Nina, I'd be so concerned about this, you know, her child. So we'll see how this all plays out with the custody situation that's going on. But, you know, it sounds like it's really dangerous over at the Bowersox. Probably not the best place for Faith to be. It sounds like it's pretty dangerous over at the Proudfoot's house, you know, according to everything that they're making statements about alleged. I have not received anything yet, so we'll see what happens when things are received, you know, from court, and I'm required to attend court hearings. We'll definitely get down to the court hearings as required. So it's nice to see you. I know a lot of people. You guys are more than welcome. If you know, obviously there's a court proceeding going on. According to everything I'm reading, again, I don't know who's got this protective order, because outside of the news, you know, we only have, when I go to look, there's nobody there. So they're going to have to serve me so I can understand what's going on. And that's the proper process and a requirement that they have to do, especially with me being this massive threat from Florida. They're going to have to serve me here. They're going to have to serve me here. Go here. So many of you know this is a whole bunch of bullcrap. They lied under oath. They're trying to say that I'm encouraging my that's what I'm reading. You know, again, I don't know, because I haven't received it. Is this true? Is it not true? I don't know. You know, it's got to be served. That's the importance of the service of process. So the person that this stuff is coming to, they have a full understanding of what is being said and what their rights are. Emma, it's nice to see you. Thank you. And thank you for all the people that have been reaching out and sending me all the threats that Chris has made toward me, all the threats that, including, you know, Terry obviously following me around. So I'm keeping all that in a folder. And some people are like, oh, well, there's no these people have damaged me. They have splattered my name all over, you know, local media and national media at this.
At 6.
A missing teen's mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty.
YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step. But now, Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andra Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous.
From her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. Up here at the corner, and I got my pole out, and I got the large...
Take the next left onto Stafford Court, then your destination will be on the right.
But we're going to replicate this. So Chris and Katie's house is like right across here. I'm going to undock you. So here's the scene. There's the camera right there. You guys see that? There's the camera. Now, you go over here. This is kind of where the car was parked. I think it was parked kind of like actually, I think it was parked like right here. This is the angle that you guys are seeing. Okay? That is the back of the Proudfoot's home. Okay? That is the back of the Proudfoot's home. And see, they got a wrought iron gate right there. Wrought iron gate. See it? So there was somebody definitely going on out here. And then we go around here. I'm going to show you guys this because, again, I don't care. I'm staying in my car. Nobody can say jack crap to me. So there's the corner of the one house. And
the destination is on the right.
And that's the back of the Proudfoot's home right there with the gate. See the gate? Right there. That's the back. There's their backyard right there. Now, if you come around here, we're going to go up. I think I'm going to go up and turn around so I can show you guys a little bit better because I'll get on that side of the road. So they got new cars. Well, she does. Show you guys this gate. There's a spot between their neighbor's gate and their gate that gives them a walkway right around there. That means they would have had to come out on the side of that house or on that side garage to get out, to go in, but it had to come from either their house or their neighbor's house. One of the two. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's either Chris and Katie or it's their neighbor. There's no middle ground when it comes to this. There's no middle ground of who it could have been. And I'm sorry, but Chris and Katie's kid is missing. So, you know, it's a little weird. So from right here, you see their door? See that door right there? That would get them out of the house. And I don't think that they would be able to be seen by their neighbor's camera. But right there, if you guys look really closely, there's a patch. There's a walk space between their gate and their neighbor's gate back there. So they could have came right out that door there, or another spot on the side that we don't have access to. Came right out there and walked between those, or they could have went out their gate. They could have went out. They have a gate that goes to the back park back there, an actual gate that opens up. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw it back there. You can see their gate. See, there's a perfect walk spot. There's a perfect walk path between their gate and their back neighbor's gate. A perfect walk path, and they would have taken that because that would have kept them out of that culvert. There's a culvert there. They have to be out of the culvert. So that would have been hard to maneuver unless they came right out here. And there's another door right there, some type of storage right there. But they would have had to come right out there and had to walk like right there or gone between the gates back there and walked around. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home. At this point, you know, whether or not that we think that this is a crazy thing or not, my reputation has been damaged because of these false allegations. And so those things are going to have to, at some point, now remember I have statutes of limitations, so I'll be making sure that my ducks are in a row before I come after the family for what they've done, these unlawful practices. A lot of people, from my understanding of reading everything related to this, she never had a hearing. So that's what it is. She's never been before a judge before to get an order of protection. All they had to do was make a statement to it and try to extract me. So what they're trying to do is control my my court hearing. And I find it a little funny that all these things keep happening right about the time that I have a court hearing or paperwork done in my other lawsuit. So it seems very strategic, to say the least, especially one falling right on the 16th, the day I'm having a hearing, and allegedly, you know, falling on the 16th. Again, I haven't received the paperwork and will be deciding what I do upon proper service of that. I'm not waiving my service of process by any stretch of the imagination. I need to see what is being said and what my recourse is. So at the end of the day, one of the only things that they can do is, since they haven't been before the judge, is go and present all their evidence about how much of a threat I am, which is absolutely they're not going to be able to meet the threshold of. So people, I think, are blowing this out of proportion greatly because they think they have no idea about the law, first and foremost. And again, in a world of Google and other internet, ignorance is a choice. But even if they did read it, they wouldn't have the education or the knowledge to understand or interpret that language that is in the code. But it sounds like she's never been before a judge. She's never had to plead her case. And she's going to be going in there and she's going to have to proffer the evidence against me that she has. And I can tell you it would never rise to the burden of being a threat to her life or even the elements necessary for harassment. So this case, by law, no, this is not this is the law. The judge has to follow the law. And by law, it doesn't sound like she's going to be able to maintain this cause of action, and she's not going to be able to maintain this protective order. This is something that she was able to underhandedly do in accordance with Tennessee law, but she's never proved, she's never had to, all she had to do was write down statements. She's never had to really produce anything for the courts as to why she needs it. And that's kind of how the Tennessee law works.